am on a journey of learning new things and living well. Greatness is in store for me.
Not as far as I can tell. You didn't get that job. Your funding was denied. Nothing was going your way no matter how hard you tried.
But I'm stepping out on faith and trusting that my efforts won't be in vain.
You still believe that after all your pain? Your conviction is a sham. You lack experience to make a difference.
I know I'm here to make a difference and be a blessing to this world. My life is a gift to be shared, and my mind is a treasure chest of visions being birthed and delivered through my actions.
No one cares.
I'm presenting the light beaming in my heart.
So where do you start? You think you can share your lofty dreams with your team and expect to be seen? You think funders are waiting at the ready? Just because you steadily recite their pain, the audacity of hope, who are you?
Who am I not to believe that I am worthy of my dreams? I have been chosen for this, been molded for this. When I start walking in my purpose, things will align. The right people, opportunities, and resources will show up in time. Being consistent, even doing it afraid, will prepare me to launch and accept the progress I've made.
They say we've all been given gifts. They say it's up to us to make a change. We have to protect our courage, right? We have to live up to our names. You think you have what it takes?
I know I do.
Then show me.
A rejection is just a redirection to go another way. Try another day, because what's for us will be.
I guess I'm on a new journey
Of learning new things.
and living well.
Greatness is in store for you.
Step out on faith and trust that your efforts won't be in vain.
Because you are worthy of your dreams.
Start walking in your purpose and things will align.
Are you ready?
It's time. It's time.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone across the globe. Welcome to the 2024 Ford Philanthropy Fellowship Summit. We are so excited to have you here with us. My name is Evie Flaw, Associate Programs Manager for Summits at Watson Institute, and it is my honor to be guiding you through today's summit, the culminating celebration of the 2024 Ford Philanthropy Fellowship. The Ford Philanthropy Fellowship is a fully funded venture and leadership development program designed to empower entrepreneurs and community leaders. These rising leaders gain essential skills and hands-on experience to elevate their ventures, access invaluable networks and resources, and drive transformative change in their communities. The Ford Philanthropy Fellows are at the helm of groundbreaking social impact ventures focused on mobility, transportation, and accessibility. These innovators are not just dreamers, they're doers, committed to making a tangible difference in the world. Ford Philanthropy Fellows, please drop your name and venture in the chat so we can give you a virtual round of applause. I would like to express our gratitude to Ford Philanthropy, who has fully funded this program, with this being the 5th cohort of Ford Philanthropy Fellows to date, enabling entrepreneurs to pursue their passion and impact in the space of mobility, transportation, and accessibility. Thank you, Ford Philanthropy, for your generous support and partnership over the years. As we celebrate the success of this year's Ford Philanthropy Fellowship, we can't overlook the incredible contributions from mentors, Impact Series teachers, and preceptors, who are the individuals that led the fellows through transformative sessions, which dove into data, team management, funding strategies, and much more. And now, I would like to pass the virtual mic to the 2 incredible women who led this fellowship, Programs Manager Teal Vickery and Programs Coordinator Uche Ogbonna, who work closely with each of the Ford Philanthropy Fellows, advocating and uplifting them every step of their fellowship journey. Teal, I'll pass it off to you to begin.
Thank you, Evie, and thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the 2024 Ford Philanthropy Fellows. As Evie mentioned, my name is Teal Vickery, and I had the honor of serving as the program manager for the Ford Philanthropy Fellowship. Being a ray of light wherever you go, like Sierra and Portia, and advocating for the future generations like Hannah and Kwao. It took all of 1 week with this cohort to learn that they embodied everything you could ever dream a high-performing team included. They were competitive enough to keep things exciting, but respected each other enough to celebrate each other's wins, big and small. It would be remiss of me to leave out this cohort's capacity for humor, an ability to keep things light and fun during programming sessions, then turn around and hold space for the very real and sometimes very heavy emotions that accompany entrepreneurship. As a program manager, I measure my success by the power of the cohort, not when I'm there, but when I'm not. Without ever being prompted, this cohort created countless Slack channels to share opportunities, connected outside of the program to swap wisdom, drove and flew to see each other, and created their own LinkedIn group to stay in contact. There may even be talks of a reunion in Chicago. I'm truly humbled to have had the opportunity to know these incredible human beings who are not only tackling some of the biggest challenges facing the world today, but waking up every day and choosing to be kind. Thank you all for making my job as a program manager easy. Now I will go ahead and pass it off to Uche.
Evie and Teal, thank you for the warm introduction and setting the tone for this exciting summit celebration. A warm hello to you all. I am Uche Ogbonna, and it has been a truly enriching experience to support the Ford Philanthropy Fellows as Programs Coordinator throughout the fellowship program. Ford Philanthropy Fellows, congratulations on making it to the summit. It has been a genuine delight to observe your progress, and I'm deeply grateful for the space we shared on this part of your entrepreneurial journey. Your diligence and effort have shone brightly in your deliverables and your presence during discussions, which have been invaluable. Each time you shared your perspectives with preceptors and the larger group and the larger cohort, you demonstrated a collective willingness to embrace vulnerability through authentic dialogue. This willingness was especially evident during the foundations and team management blocks, where you all explored your leadership journeys, their evolutions, and eventually your leadership styles and your relationships with your teams. Thursday's Grey Block sessions were a pleasure to support as well. Your curiosity about each other's stories led to bonds built on collaboration and friendship. I particularly loved the way you voiced your empathy, shared skills, humor, and celebrations for each other through the Zoom reactions, the chat, and most importantly, via word of mouth. Jeffrey's words were always heartfelt and inspiring, with his encouragement timed very perfectly. Dr. Nicole cheered everyone on and celebrated each of you in the moments you were able to shine and share throughout the sessions. Nana's curiosity and the questions he posed to Impact Series teachers and the group overall led to enlightening conversations and answers that I enjoyed being a part of. In the same vein, Kayla and Sunset's dedication and gentle presence reflected the court's intentionality too. These are just a few examples, that illustrate and attest to the remarkable qualities of the entire cohort. It's my sincere hope that as we celebrate this milestone together, you'll carry with you the profound connections you fostered and also the invaluable lessons you've learned. Congratulations once more on your remarkable achievements, and cheers to the extraordinary journey that lies ahead. Evie, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Teal and Uche. Over the next 2 hours, you will hear directly from the Ford Philanthropy Fellows based around the world in China, Germany, Mexico, Romania, South Africa, the United Kingdom, and the United States. You will witness 13 inspiring pitches that reflect a deep commitment to addressing some of the most pressing challenges in their communities and beyond. You will also enjoy 2 base kit pitches from individuals who led 1 to 3 day intensive workshops for members of their communities. I will be guiding you through Summit, focusing on the impact areas of the Ford Philanthropy Fellows who are tackling some of the world's most pressing challenges, from education to mobility. Our goal is for you to feel connected to their missions and feel inspired by their innovative solutions. So, come on, let's begin. As the world's population grows rapidly, it is crucial to develop modern, sustainable cities. Our first batch of pitches will focus on United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. To ensure everyone can thrive, we must embrace clean transportation and mobility. By creating safe, affordable, and resilient urban environments, we can pave the way for a more prosperous and sustainable future for all. I am thrilled to kick off today's summit with Nana Arkaful, the visionary founder of ARC Inc., which is transforming the e-bike industry from the heart of Chicago, Illinois. Nana's groundbreaking retrofit kits bring together quality, performance, and affordability, making e-bikes accessible to a broader demographic. ARC's mission extends beyond products, fostering partnerships with bike shops and organizations in some of Chicago's most underserved communities. Through these collaborations, ARC is introducing e-bike rentals and youth programs, educating students on e-bike and EV repair and support. After testing in Chicago, Nana plans to expand ARC to countries across Africa. Nana, the spotlight is on you.
I'm sure everyone here has been stuck in traffic for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour. But imagine being stuck in traffic for 8 staggering hours just to go 20 miles. That was my experience when I visited Ghana earlier last month. And my brain was racing. The economy of a major city is at a standstill. Where is the micromobility infrastructure to decongest the roads? And where else does this problem exist? Hi, my name is Nana Arkaful, and everywhere I go, this problem slaps me in the face. So I founded ARC to make the world more accessible with affordable electric bicycles. 1 billion people commute by bike every day across the globe. For some, it's a choice, but for many, it's a necessity. And bike commuters, including me, are struggling with efficiency and the cost of efficiency. E-bikes' high cost of ownership, maintenance, and repair leave them only to be desired and not acquired, begging the question, are e-bikes sustainable? Our answer is not yet. That is why we built the lowest cost solution to owning an e-bike. Our solution, the eVenture, is a $500 retrofit kit that only takes 5 minutes to install. It is throttle powered, meaning no pedaling is required, and goes 20 miles per hour. Imagine going 20 whole miles on one single charge. All you have to do is add the electric motor wheel on the front, the power unit on the frame, and the display and the throttle on the handlebar. We're generating revenue with our beta direct to consumer. And we are currently in conversations with delivery services and institutions to initiate pilot programs. We've done this 100% organically. We've also raised over $100,000 in dilutive and non-dilutive funding over the last 6 months and have locked in key partners to support our growth. The non-dilutive cash is being used to build the eVenture Smart. It's about half the size and 3 times the power, with fast charging and connectivity that allows us to learn more about the world with each ride. There is huge market potential globally, but we see relatively no competition in Africa, especially in the delivery space. Traffic congestions in cities like Accra and Lagos has reached critical levels, and the demand for efficient and affordable transportation solutions is soaring. Our retrofit kits offer a sustainable alternative to traditional bikes and expensive e-bikes. We make money by selling our retrofit kits directly to consumers and businesses within the delivery industry. And we're integrating embedded financing to make payments easy and secure. Our approach to the market is really aggressive. After beta, we will launch a viral campaign with physical activations followed by a pilot program. This is a $500 billion market globally, representing exponential growth potential for us as we scale. Giving me direct experience in this solution at a high level. Mark, to my right, is an expert in power delivery, and we have a combined experience of 18 years in mechatronics. Haki, to my left, and I have 20 years experience in marketing combined. We're looking for support and OEM partnerships, as well as B2B connections to delivery services that are looking to switch over their bike fleets to electric throttle.
With a prototype EV charger successfully tested for 3 months and production underway in China, Electromex is set to install 50 chargers across Monterrey, Mexico. The venture is on the cusp of transforming the landscape of urban mobility in Mexico. Jose, the floor is yours.
My name is Jose Alanis, CEO and founder of ElectroMX, where we're developing an electric vehicle charging network in Mexico. When we talk about changing to an electric car, most of the time there is a psychological barrier, range anxiety, which is considered one of the major barriers to migrate from a fossil fuel car to an electric car. And this anxiety comes mainly because of the lack of charging infrastructure. Imagine if we only had a few gas stations now, we will have the same anxiety issue with our gasoline car. But what we're not seeing as society is that electric cars can be charged literally everywhere. And also, unlike gasoline, you can create your own electricity. I am an electric car user, and I have learned how to manage my charging times and take advantage of having an EV. In ElectroMX, we are developing the simplest and more reliable EV charging network in Mexico, making it easy for EV owners to charge their cars everywhere. And we see every parking spot as a potential EV charger. People will be able to charge their cars at coffee shops, restaurants, movie theaters, libraries, anywhere. And we're offering these charging stations as a service for local business owners, providing them all the equipment, installation, and technical support for having a charging station in their parking spots by just paying a fixed monthly fee. With these charging stations, they can attract new customers and develop loyalty programs, or they could also sell the electricity used by their customers. Electric car sales have been exponentially growing in the past 10 years. In fact, the most sold car in the world last year was an electric car, the Tesla Model Y. And that's why charging stations are needed now. Having a charging station at your business will attract new and better customers. Currently, there are some charging stations in Mexico, but most of them are abandoned or are not reliable. And this is our main differentiation. We are partnering with business owners to offer a reliable network and give EV drivers peace of mind. If they see one of our charging stations in a map, they know that the chargers is working and available before they get to the site. Imagine you go to the movies with a quarter of your fuel tank, and when you get out, your car is full with gasoline. Or after having a lunch in a restaurant, you get back to your car and it's full again. Like it's like having a gas truck following you. And that's the feeling we're giving to electric car drivers. No matter where you go, there will always be a charging option. Last year, we tested our prototypes, and by the beginning of 2024, we did our market evaluation. And we're now installing our 51st chargers in Monterrey, Mexico. By the end of the year, six. Please remember, every EV driving in our city is a reduction in pollution produced by traditional cars, which means cleaner skies and health improvement. Next time you think of changing your car, please forget about range anxiety and just go electric.
Thank you, Jose. We have witnessed innovative solutions for accessible e-bike mobility, charging stations that give peace of mind to EV users. And now I would like to introduce you to the trailblazer behind enhancing digital infrastructure and connectivity in rural and peri-urban areas. Meet Sinalisewe Njobi, founder of ARS. The innovative ARS-based device tackles data infrastructure challenges head-on, ensuring online learning is accessible to all. ARS goes beyond connectivity, offering device and platform training, providing connectivity devices to early childhood development centers or ECDCs, and granting access to invaluable online resources. Their mission is clear: no child left behind in the digital age. With an impressive $250,000 raised in capital and successful pilots launched at 4 ECDCs across South Africa, Sinalisewe's impact is profound. Sinalisewe, take the floor.
Hi, my name is Sinalisewe Njobi, and I'm a co-founder at Ours. At Ours, we connect communities so that they can thrive in the digital era. The main problem we're solving for is poor mobile data infrastructure and the high cost of mobile data, particularly in rural and peri-urban areas. For example, it costs $5 per gigabyte in South Africa, and more than half of Southern Africa's population lives in rural areas. How we solve for this problem is that we've developed a device that allows you to connect to online educational content without the need for mobile data. So even if you're in a rural area that doesn't have network, you're able to connect in 3 simple steps. First, connect the device to a power source. Second, scan a QR code to access the Ourspace Wi-Fi network. And lastly, scan a QR code to access the Ours Cloud platform, where you're able to stream multimedia educational resources. The device is compatible with projectors, tablets, cell phone, laptops, and TVs. So you're able to use any of these consumer electronics to connect to our network. In terms of our competitors, what sets us apart is that we have a more compact design, our subscription model makes our product more affordable, and our multimedia content caters to different learning styles to ensure no child is left behind. This is important to us as my co-founder and I have both struggled with learning disabilities, and we want to change the learning experience for other students. So we charge a minimum of $30 per device per month on a hardware as a service subscription model, working on a B2B business model. We also offer content and data collection for rural markets at an additional cost, and consumer electronics such as projectors and tablets are charged at a once-off fee. We have piloted in schools nationally in South Africa, reaching a total of 300 students. At the end of this year, we aim to reach 2,500 students and 10x that by the end of next year. Over the years, our revenue model has evolved as we've narrowed down into our root cause problem, which is connectivity and access. For our current product, we've generated a total grant revenue of $75,000 to support schools nationally. This has been done through private philanthropy, publishers, and multinational NGOs. Our customers have said that the use of digital resources in the classroom saves teachers time, improves learning outcomes, and provides much needed educational resources in a cost-effective way. The device is applicable in different sectors. However, we chose the educational sector as our beachhead market as it has the most impact and need. The schools and centers we work in act as catalytic sites in order to scale our impact to the broader community. And as we grow, we intend to diversify our content offering into entertainment. The global network infrastructure market size is worth 196 billion US dollars. The South African market is worth 0.6 billion US, and in the rural market in Southern Africa, it is worth 0.1 billion US. Our co-founding team has combined experience in entrepreneurship, hardware and software engineering, and architecture. We have won multiple tech awards and raised 250,000 US in non-diluted funding. We also have a shared passion for education, as all our parents are teachers. Regarding support, we are looking to connect with digital content partners in the educational space in order to grow our digital library. We're also looking to connect with corporates working in rural markets such as agriculture, and looking to connect to multinational NGOs focused on educational impact. So from us to you, let's make this ours.
Thank you, Senelisiwe. We will now be moving into the focus area of UN SDG number 10, reduce inequality. It is no secret that a disproportionate amount of the world's wealth is concentrated in the hands of a select few, often leading to financial and social discrimination. For the world to truly thrive, equality and prosperity must be accessible to all. I am pleased to introduce you to Aramis Jones, the driving force behind Renew Mobile Health and Wellness, a pioneering initiative focused on providing preventative care and social services on wheels to vulnerable school-age children and adults facing barriers to healthcare access. Renew Mobile Health operates through a mobile van service and an innovative app offering proactive health screenings, a free menstrual health pantry, nutritional education, and social services support. The program emphasizes patient education, resource connection, and self-advocacy. Aramis was a participant in West Tennessee's Builders and Backers Idea Accelerator program, funded by Ford Philanthropy and powered by Heartland Forward. Please welcome Aramis.
When you think of the 1960s organization, the Black Panthers Party, what are some words that come to mind? Radical, empowered, militant, but what about health revolutionaries or health activists? From door-to-door vaccinations to free school breakfast programs, the Black Panther Party responded when the Black community was ignored by the systems that were supposed to help. For over 50 years now, the U.S. healthcare system has not provided a similar community-centered response, and our current healthcare system is broken. Despite spending approximately $4,000 more on healthcare than any other high-income nation, Americans experience the worst health outcomes in the world. So what is driving this imbalance? One significant aspect is our zip code. Research reveals that up to 60% of our health is shaped by zip code, indicating that access to quality community resources influences our health more so than our genes. Another significant factor is the difficulty in accessing preventative care. With rural hospital closures on the rise and 1 in 5 doctors expressing intentions to leave their field, retaining a quality provider is near impossible. And lastly, there's the issue of affordability. Alarmingly, 61% of Americans claim to have skipped or postponed care because of costs. So when we think about a single mother on a limited income having to endure all of these factors, she, like many others, is stuck in a healthcare system that leaves you stressed, starved, and sick. So how do we navigate towards a better solution? It starts with Renew Mobile Health and Wellness. Hi, I'm Aramis Jones, founder of Renew Mobile Health and Wellness, where we believe that your zip code should not determine your access to quality care. We provide preventative health and wellness services via a mobile clinic, our community health support app, and in centralized community spaces. Our care model is centered on the key belief of providing a renewed era of care, which emphasizes client health education, connection to reliable resources, and empowering client self-advocacy. We fund our nonprofit with funding from diverse sources that include contracts with local businesses, grants, fundraising, insurance, income-based sliding fee scale of services, and the Renew app, which offers a low-cost subscription fee to businesses that would like to be highlighted. We serve the uninsured, school-aged children, and people up to the age of 65 in the Mississippi Delta region and Shelby County, Tennessee. In these communities, approximately 52% of people state that transportation was a barrier to care. This not only makes our mobile clinic a reliable community option, but also a cost-effective option for local healthcare systems, and the economic studies have shown that mobile clinics provide an annual saving of up to $36 for every $1 invested compared to emergency visits. In our 1.5 years of operation, we have gained significant interest from community members and business partners. Over this short period, we've gained 90 web subscribers, engaged with over 200 people at community events, connected 27 uninsured people to health insurance, and received a donated space for our headquarters. We've also received approximately $14,000 worth of donated office furniture and supplies. Our work has allowed us to partner with national social justice groups, health organizations, and more. We have garnered support from builders and backers, for Philanthropy, and the Washington Institute. Our partnerships and growing community engagement is a strong reflection of our dedicated team and advisors, who include myself, Aramis Jones, founder and CEO. I'm a public health professional with over 10 years experience working with underserved communities. And I'm also a person who lives with a chronic health condition and have personally experienced the difficulties to access respectful quality care. Our advisors include professionals with varied experience in healthcare, education, activism, and policy. The right to health is a basic human right, and we must be willing to be as radical as the Black Panthers to move beyond what our current health and wellness system is offering us. If you believe in radical change, then today is the day to join us in raising $200,000 to go towards the purchase of a new mobile health clinic and $50,000 to expand our core programming to more communities. With your support, together, we will renew communities' faith in the healthcare system. So please connect with me today and let's drive our mission forward.
Thank you, Aramis. Up next, we will hear from Kamisha West, founder of the People in Place app. This startup based in Dallas, Texas, has the potential to make a global impact by connecting health and economic data, providing crucial insights into socioeconomic disparities. The app assists in decision-making regarding complex community issues, aiming to create informed, equitable, and resilient communities worldwide. The People in Place app focuses on empowering communities through data-driven solutions. Kamisha, the spotlight is on you.
In neighborhoods like Moortown, located less than 10 miles from the bustling medical corridor, the reality is stark. About 30% of its residents in the 71109 zip code live below the poverty line. Additionally, an alarming 50% of adults age 18 and older grapple with chronic high blood pressure and obesity. And it is no surprise that the health statistics mirror the blight, disinvestment, and lack of community economic development in the neighborhood. Hi, I'm Kamisha West, a community quarterback and professional community economic developer with over a decade of experience championing social and economic challenges to boost economic vitality. Like SurveyMonkey's role in aiding decision-making through survey responses, People in Place will connect health and economic data to enable a better understanding of socioeconomic disparities and informed decision-making on complex community issues. To engage users, the app will help health institutions strategically engage individuals in communities like Moortown to opt into paid surveys, case studies, and enhance outreach through technology. Similar to Placer AI, it will offer location analytics, but will primarily focus on harnessing data-driven insights to combat community health and economic challenges. Security is paramount. Our platform will prioritize data security, employing robust encryption and proactive measures to safeguard sensitive information. Designed with the user experience in mind, the app ensures accessibility for people from various backgrounds and technology levels. It's more than just an app. People in Place is a dynamic collaborative platform partnering with local health institutions, governments, nonprofits, businesses, community organizations to all tackle social and economic challenges. Our competitive edge lies in empowering communities through features that house relevant community economic development case studies, forums, a resource hub, which allows individuals to locate a broad range of community health and social service resources. In addition, transparency is not just a buzzword for us. It's a critical pillar of approach to equitable impact, aiming to dismantle systematic barriers and build trust. The market size for community health is substantial and rapidly growing. According to market research, the global healthcare analytics, including data-driven solutions like People in Place, reached $9.8 trillion in 2023 and is expected to reach $15.1 trillion in 2030. In the wake of the pandemic, 70% of governments have expressed interest in adopting digital applications. According to healthit.gov, about 8 in 10 individuals were offered a patient portal and were encouraged by their healthcare provider to use it. Although initially targeting communities like Moortown, our platform has global potential, enabling us to address health disparities in diverse communities worldwide. The app will generate recurring revenue through advertising, paid subscriptions. Healthcare institutions, government agencies, and affiliates will pay a subscription fee to access the platform. The app will provide valuable insights, offer targeted advertising opportunities to engage with a diverse user base, and optimize revenue for paid surveys and case studies. For neighborhoods like Moortown, the 30% poverty rate should be zero. People in Place app aims to reverse these statistics by connecting health and community data to empower communities and revolutionize economic impact through healthcare surveys and case studies. If you believe there is a connection between healthcare outcomes and economic development, well, join us by subscribing to www.peopleinplace.app.
Thank you, Kanisha. Now, meet Cece Rockwell, founder of Self-Suffi. Self-Suffi tackles the challenge of resource accessibility in underserved communities by leveraging technology to empower opportunity populations. Their innovative web platform utilizes AI and data-driven algorithms to personalize access to essential services in healthcare, education, housing, and job training. Self-Suffi was recently accepted into the United Way Social Innovation Incubator. Please welcome Cece.
$142 billion of aid goes unallocated in the United States. That means millions of people who need housing, food, or healthcare assistance aren't receiving the help despite the ready availability. This is a two-sided issue that not only impacts those individuals, but also the organizations that attempt to serve them. Meet Cassandra. Cassandra is a student success coordinator at a local nonprofit. Although she's dedicated to her students, she's often overwhelmed with requests and administrative duties. When she does connect with students, they're unable to articulate their needs for multiple sessions. This prevents Cassandra from serving them in a timely and efficient manner. When this happens, people like Tessa suffers the most. Tessa is already overwhelmed with all the available opportunities, some of which she don't qualify for. When she does find eligible opportunities, she often has to jump through hoops, filling out multiple applications from many organizations, only to solve a portion of her problem. Hi, my name is Cece Rockwell, and I'm the founder of Self-Suffi. In my life, I've been Cassandra and Tessa, and those experiences inspired me to create Self-Suffi. Self-Suffi is a one-stop shop for both target groups. Think Match.com meets Instacart. You know how Match.coms help people to find their soulmate based on an evaluation? Well, we do the same, except for social services. We measure individuals in 24 areas of their life on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being in crisis, 5 being empowered. Afterwards, they receive personalized recommendations to increase their score. Then, like Instacart, we instantly connect them to service providers. Instead of searching for what they need and waiting in line to receive it, perhaps having to travel elsewhere if it's unavailable, they are instantly connected with places ready to serve them, making it easier to access that $142 billion. Similar to stores listed on Instacart paying a small subscription fee and or transaction fee for each completed order, Organizations will pay for our platform to streamline and automate their intake, case management, distribution, and reporting processes. Instead of organizations searching for eligible individuals to serve, qualified individuals are using our platform to connect with them. This removes the manual intake process as organizations get a profile of individuals' current circumstances and needs, knowing just the right services to provide before they even meet, making it easier to distribute that $142 billion. When it comes to equity, it's what we're all about. We want to give people the chance to take advantage of available opportunities. We measure this impact in two ways. One, how much quicker can an organization serve individuals, ultimately decreasing their costs and maximizing their impact? And two, how long and what does it take the individual to move from level 1 to level 5? And this is how we differ from our competitors. They focus on empowering just the organizations. We take it a step further by investing in the individual and giving them the knowledge and tools they need to improve their lives. I would love to help everyone, but as we prepare to go to market, we are helping young adults between the ages of 18 to 24. In our efforts to reach them, we target customers like youth development organizations, workforce development organizations, and education organizations. Currently, I'm validating my solutions with Dallas College, the University of North Texas at Dallas, and Big Thought. I've received some good feedback that's helping to drive this home. I have an awesome team who are helping me to write, design, and develop the product. Others offer advice in marketing and fundraising. This combined and diverse expertise allows me to focus on the vision and securing funding. Thanks for your time. If you're interested in following our journey while we guide the adult youth on their path to self-sufficiency, scan our QR code to sign up for our email list. Thank you.
Thank you, Cece. We will now be transitioning into the Basecamp portion of our program. I am very excited to introduce Mary Campbell, Watson Institute's Basecamp Program Manager, who will provide some insights into Basecamps and introduce two fellows who led exceptional Basecamps. Mary, you have the floor.
A workshop designed to accelerate the impact of the Ford Philanthropy Fellows by providing them entrepreneurial training and fostering community building. These workshops empower rising entrepreneurs and leaders from the fellows communities to ideate innovative solutions, design robust business models, and hopefully effectively communicate their ventures to the external audience. Through comprehensive training workshops, the sharing of the Watson Institute Basecamp curriculum and planning materials, and the provision of financial stipends from our generous partners, we have greatly enhanced the organization and facilitation of these fellow-led Basecamps. To date, the Ford Philanthropy Fellows have impacted over 1,000 individuals globally through these dynamic events. One Ford Philanthropy Fellow, the fabulous Hannah Shimke, captured the essence of Basecamps perfectly when she said, "A special moment I'd like to highlight from our executed Basecamp was the intense collaboration and exchange amongst the participants. It was inspiring to see how they supported each other, learned from each other. This collaborative atmosphere significantly contributed to the success of the workshop and reflected the importance of community and collaboration." The Ford Philanthropy Fellows have gone above and beyond in developing and executing their events, impacting a wide range of individuals, from CEOs and government leaders to inner city youth and everyone in between. It is my privilege to introduce one such extraordinary fellow, Sierra Boone, who is based in Detroit, Michigan. Her event was titled "The Kids Are All Right, Childcare Changemakers Retreat," which focused on addressing the childcare crisis in the US. So by bringing parents together, local entrepreneurs, childcare professionals, educators, and advocates passionate about creating a positive impact on children's lives, Sierra cultivated a strong community dedicated to creating meaningful change. So, Sierra, thank you so much for joining us today and for your continued work to impact the world around us.
Hi, my name is Sierra Boone, and I'm the creator of the Naptime Show, which is a family-run children's entertainment brand reshaping family relationships with rest and creating accessible well-being for all. Being a 2024 Ford Philanthropy Fellow has been an incredibly empowering experience, especially in light of the opportunity to host a base camp. In line with our dedication to family and community wellness, my base camp was titled The Kids Are All Right, Child Care Changemakers Retreat. This impact event focused on bringing together parent entrepreneurs, child care professionals, educators, and advocates who are passionate about making a positive impact on the lives of children. The retreat was held in Detroit, Michigan, a major city facing the child care crisis, with care costs keeping nearly 30% of area residents from a job, undermining families and the economy. The event activated 35 attendees with holistically helpful sessions, including a mompreneur panel, an opening session on the state of childcare in the United States, and a fireside chat on managing stress with a mental health professional. There was also a free play area for littles, offering a childcare option for attendees. In the end, a female tech entrepreneur and special needs mom walked away with an $100 grant sponsored by our amazing partner Upwards, which is the largest childcare network in the United States. Other event partners included the Early Childhood Investment Corporation, Wonder School, and Famous Dave's, with lunch presented by our nonprofit arm, Pour Forward. It was truly an amazing day of connection and community, establishing lasting relationships within the childcare ecosystem and breeding a collective optimism that the best is yet to come in childcare. We're already planning for future childcare changemakers retreats in Chicago, New York, and California in the years to come. So I'd like to thank Ford Philanthropy for not only providing the resources to host this event, but for also presenting the challenge that led me to step outside my comfort zone and create something new and meaningful for my community. Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra. All right, up next, we have an incredible opportunity to invite Desi Riley to the stage. Desi's base camp titled Lead Hers in Playa and Lead Hers in Wellness focused on women's leadership development, venture sharing, community building, and networking. Desi had over 70 individuals in participation at her base camp and mentioned, and I quote, "It really touched my heart to see so many women say that they never thought an event like this would happen in our area. How expats always plan events themselves, which are often inaccessible to the local community. I do believe this could be the beginning of something beautiful. People are already collaborating and asking for numero dos." Desi, we're so proud of the impact you're creating, and we cannot wait to see it and hear it for ourselves. Please join me in welcoming Desiree Riley.
Good day, everyone. I am Desiree Riley, but most of you know me as Desi, founder of the Mastermind Cooperative, a personal development nonprofit dedicated to fostering sustainable education and empowering communities through innovative learning experiences. But most importantly, I am a mother of 5 beautiful young humans between the ages of 4 months to 18 years old. Currently, we are creating Mente Maestra Eco School in the magical town of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I am still filled with a sense of exhilaration from my base camp. From the start, I began leveraging the capacity of my local network. The power of collaboration cannot be overstated. This event would not have been successful without reaching out to current community leaders and being very intentional about uplifting their work. Innovation is a core component of sustainable development. The Mastermind Cooperative has consistently sought connections with individuals and organizations that are aligned with our core values. Each leader involved in this project has proven themselves to be innovators in their industries and areas of expertise. Throughout my base camp, a widely diverse group of women shared a safe and sacred space to develop new meaningful connections. We distributed free books, Google Career Certification grants, and consumables to ignite the soul. Within just 2 months, 12 women worked together to unify a new growing community. Individuals from all over the world, from all walks of life, gathered together and engaged with each presentation as if no language barriers existed. The energy was real, and we gratefully had one more day to enjoy. Online participants were blessed to learn about the 12 principles of permaculture as it relates to business and practice intonation with singing bowls. We moved our body as a group and learned about gut health for wombpreneurs and received lessons on creating one-of-a-kind customer experiences. All of the content collected, including videos of both events, is currently available on our Leaders Weekend Basecamp directory at linktree.com/leadhers. Again, I want to thank Watson Institute and Ford Philanthropy for this incredible opportunity. I feel beyond honored to have your support in activating my community and look forward to many great things to come from this new beginning. We appreciate you.
Mary, thank you so much for your impactful work supporting fellows on their Basecamp journey. And Sierra and Desi, well done. Next, please join me in welcoming Ariana Agambar, Watson Institute's Senior Director of Development, to the stage. Ariana will shed light on the Ford Philanthropy Fellowship and express gratitude to our amazing partners. Ariana, welcome.
Thank you, Evie, for the warm introduction. As Evie shared, my name is Ariana Agambar, and I'm the Senior Director of Development here at Watson Institute. I'm joining today not only to extend a huge congratulations to this year's cohort of Ford Philanthropy Fellows who have reached the summit, but to also extend our team's gratitude to our partners at Ford Philanthropy, without whom this fellowship would not be possible. For those of you who do not know, Watson Institute has had the privilege of partnering with Ford Philanthropy for the past 5 years to equip impact-driven, advanced entrepreneurs with the training, resources, and networks they need to scale their impact. Component called Basecamps. I know my colleague Mary just shared about that recently with you all. This reach simply would not be possible without our extraordinary partners at Ford Philanthropy. Thank you to our partners, including Mike Schmidt, Director of Economic Mobility and Global Development, Benedice, Manager of Global Operations and Economic Mobility, Jennifer Lyle, Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Specialist, and everyone else across Ford and Ford Philanthropy who has volunteered their time, talent, and expertise to support the Ford Philanthropy Fellows and alumni. We are deeply grateful for your partnership. With the growing wealth divide, at least across the US, our work to move people forward and upward through entrepreneurship could not be more timely nor important. Thank you so much for allowing us to power the Ford Philanthropy Fellowship, and I hope everyone here continues to enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thank you, Ariana, and a special thank you to Ford Philanthropy for their generous support, without which this fellowship and summit would not be possible. We will now take a brief intermission, so this is a perfect opportunity to get up and stretch your legs. We look forward to seeing you back here in 5 minutes for some more incredible pitches. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. So far, we have explored innovative solutions for sustainable cities and communities, as well as efforts to reduce inequality. Next, I am thrilled to lead you through the journey of the next 4 Ford Philanthropy Fellows, focusing on UNSCG number 4, quality education. Education opens doors to a brighter future, where everyone has the chance to make a positive impact on our world. Learning is a gift that should be available to everyone, enriching our lives and our communities. Up first, we will hear from the amazing Madalina Boros, the visionary behind AllGrow. AllGrow, based in Romania, is dedicated to addressing the inequality in access to quality education, particularly for disadvantaged youth. The venture provides spaces and experiences for developing 21st century skills through social innovation education. By empowering disadvantaged youth frustrated by societal norms, AllGrow harnesses Gen Z's passion for sustainability and technology, enabling them to fulfill their potential as changemakers. To date, the venture has worked with over 7,500 young people in Romania, helping them develop 21st century skills through social innovation education and design thinking. Madalina, you have the floor.
Hi, I'm Madalina Boros. I'm an MBA student at ESNT Berlin and the co-founder of AllGrow, a non-profit organization from Romania. Before starting AllGrow, I was working in Haiti, and while implementing an educational program, I realized the immense benefits of investing in young generations. All it takes is creating the right spaces, providing tools and support, and they are ready to take over the world. However, not everyone has access to such programs, and the situation is even more dire in poor and underserved communities. This was also my case as a student in Romania, where the educational system taught me how to become an expert at reproducing information and did not enable critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. This is why I started AllGrow in 2017. I wanted to give young people the chances I would have liked to have when I was young. Our society needs creative and innovative individuals, but the educational systems are not moving fast enough to prepare young generations for the world we live in and for tomorrow. In our work with AllGrow for over 6 years and with 500 public schools in Romania, we had developed an innovative curriculum which had enabled over 8,500 young people develop critical skills and competences through activities facilitated by their teachers. However, not everyone has access to such amazing teachers. Only 2.5% of educators are willing and capable to conduct such activities. This is not enough, and we need to move faster. However, access to internet and technology is widespread and has the potential to reduce entry barriers. Our solution, the AllGrow app, will translate our award-winning curriculum into a hybrid learning experience to enable young people develop much-needed skills and competencies. By designing social innovations using the design thinking method, the platform will provide access to tools, resources, and support needed to grow and build a better world for all. We are targeting young people, 14 to 24 years old, who are passionate about sustainability and social impact and aspire to become change makers, but do not know where and how to start. The app will provide step-by-step guidance, in-person and online activities with leverage gamification and provide peer-to-peer learning experiences. It will track and develop key competencies development. There are over 1.3 million young people in the world, and we estimate that we can reach at least 1 million in the first year through partnerships with youth-led organizations and educational institutions, and reach over 10 million in the following 3 years through a network effect. The app will be free for users. However, to make it sustainable, we want to leverage the value generated and connect it with businesses and governments' interest to scale their impact and contribute to SDGs and ESGs. Besides grants, which will be our main source of funding, we'll also charge businesses and governments a membership fee to access and leverage the youth-led social innovations. The opportunity is clear. We want to connect businesses and governments' interest to generate and report social impact with young people and nonprofits' capacity to create it. The app will take into consideration business needs. Therefore, we'll have indicators and metrics which will be easily transferred into social impact reporting. We'll provide community needs mapping to enable transparency needed to combat greenwashing, and will provide skills development for employees and future generations. We're not new to this. We have reached over 8,500 young people and 900 educators. We are now part of the national curriculum in Romania, and we have been selected as one of 12 most innovative gamified curricula by 100 and Supercell. We are a diverse team of educators, engineers, and social innovators brought together by a shared mission to create learning opportunities for all. We are currently raising $50,000 to build and test the app in Romania and in the US. Again, I'm Madalina Bouroș, and I invite you to join our mission to enable 1 million young people discover their power to become changemakers. I look forward to growing together. Let's all grow.
Thank you, Madalina. Up next, I am excited to introduce you to Isaac Mangali, the driving force behind CareerKit. CareerKit is dedicated to revolutionizing career development by empowering individuals to unlock their true potential and achieve professional success, particularly in underserved communities. Through innovative tools like the RIASEC board game, which is a captivating tool designed to explore and understand personality types, and comprehensive learning resources, CareerKit enables users to gain insights into their strengths, explore diverse career options, and make informed decisions about their futures. To date, the venture has impacted 56 underserved schools across South Africa. Please welcome Isaac.
Welcome, dreamers and doers, to a journey that's not just about the next 4 minutes. It's about unlocking the potential of a generation, about reshaping destinies, and about igniting the flame of possibility. I am Isaac Mangali, and I'm here to introduce you to CareerKit, where we don't just see potential, we unleash it, guiding individuals from self-awareness to self-actualization. Now picture this, a continent brimming with resources from minerals to metals, but amidst this abundance lies our precious yet most untapped resource, the boundless human potential of Africa's youth. With a population boasting the world's youngest minds, we're faced with a staggering challenge: rampant youth unemployment, stifling dreams and aspirations. The culprit, a lack of proper guidance and resources in our schools that lead to decisions being made in the dark, perpetuating the cycle of missed opportunities. But fear not, because CareerKit is here to flip the script. We're not just a platform, we're a revolution in the making. Imagine a world where every individual has the tools, the knowledge, and the confidence to carve out their own path. Our secret sauce, a blend of cutting-edge technologies and human insights, all aimed at empowering you in your career journey. Enter the RIASEC board game, a game changer in career guidance. Based on your dominant personality traits, it doesn't just tell you what you could be, it shows you. From practical realists to imaginative artists, we've got something for everyone. But that's just the beginning. Our specialized career kits immerse you in a world of your chosen path, providing everything from job description to practical experiments, giving you a taste of what could be. And let's not forget our Buzz platform, your one-stop shop to bridging the gap between your dreams and reality, with psychometric assessments, skills matching, and a treasure trove of specialized content. But how do we sustain this revolution? Simple. We're not just in it for the profit, we're in it for the people. Through direct sales, school workshops, and subscriptions, we're making sure no one gets left behind. It's not just about selling, it's about sparking change. By partnering with sponsors, we're taking career guidance to schools that need it the most, with benefits that go beyond the classroom. And results speak for themselves. With 11 products designed and tested, a fully functioning website, and an app in development, we're not just making waves, we're creating a tidal wave of impact. With over 50 schools and 10,000 learners have felt the Career Kit effect in just 1 year, and over $10,000 in RaceEgg board games sold in just 6 months. But we're not stopping there. The market we're addressing is not just big, it's booming, with projections soaring into the billions. We're tapping into a demand that is as limitless as the demand we aim to unlock. With a team boasting expertise in career guidance, product development, and event management, we're not just qualified, we are unstoppable. So, as Career Kit thrives, so too do the dreams of countless individuals. Join us on this mission to change lives and to shape futures and make a difference, one school, one dream at a time. Together, let's rewrite the story of Africa's youth. Together, let's sponsor a set of Career Kit products to a school you care about and watch the magic unfold. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac. Next, meet Dr. Nicole Cabrera Salazar, founder of Movement Consulting. Based in Atlanta, Georgia, Movement Consulting is dedicated to transforming STEM culture through consulting services focused on emotional, relational, and collective work to support marginalized individuals, particularly those who are BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, and other people of color. Their projects include mentoring courses, classroom transformations, and workshops on social justice and self-empowerment. To date, the venture has raised nearly $600,000 in capital, successfully pivoted to an online model, tripling revenue, and establishing partnerships with over 30 organizations internationally, including NASA and prestigious universities like Harvard and Stanford. Nicole, you have the floor.
It's no secret that people of color are underrepresented in STEM. As technology becomes more complex, higher-paying STEM jobs require higher levels of education. Unfortunately, the higher up in STEM you go, the fewer of us there are. By comparison, whites represent 75 to 95% of STEM degrees at every level, despite only being 60% of the US population. My name is Dr. Nicole Cabrera Salazar, and I have a PhD in astrophysics. I have over 15 years of experience in public speaking, facilitation, and mentoring students of color. After enduring years of discrimination, academic abuse, and labor exploitation throughout my scientific training, I left my field and I started Movement Consulting. Now, I was able to complete my doctorate against all odds, but not all of us are so lucky. Research shows that people of color leave STEM because of negative cultural experiences. And this problem cannot be simply solved by persuading more people of color to go into STEM. Instead, we have to convince them to stay. Like many diversity, equity, and inclusion firms, we have a service-based business model where clients can purchase training for people in power, expert advice on equity and justice on a wide range of projects, and programs to empower people of color and other marginalized people. Other firms fail because they focus on doing the change, teaching best practices in DEI and telling people what not to do. Instead, we focus on being the change, transforming people's hearts and minds to create a solid foundation for cultural shifts. We do this by first teaching our clients about our society and how values of patriarchy and racism are embedded in all systems. Then we demonstrate how those values exist in their own workplace. And finally, we show them how they enact these values as individuals, whether consciously or unconsciously. This top-down approach allows our clients to create change in their sphere of influence. Take Dr. Erica Hamden, a professor and lead scientist on the NASA Fireball telescope. We helped her develop a workshop for people historically excluded from NASA missions. Our work together resulted in a participant pool of 60% women, which is unheard of in space science. In her words, movement support made the workshop exponentially better than it would have been otherwise. Our work is also about the students who need us the most. This is Doctora Mónica Gallegos Garcia, a participant in our program since 2017. She says, movement taught me to have a healthy relationship with productivity, embrace my cultural identity, and cultivate community. Doctora Nicole also helped me submit a winning application to a national fellowship. I'm happy to report that Monica successfully defended her PhD at Northwestern University and will soon begin her postdoctoral research at Harvard. Now, we know that our model works because our clients share their transformative experience with everyone they know. To date, we have raised $600,000 of revenue on word-of-mouth recommendations alone. We've also raised $15,000 in non-dilutive funding and impacted over 1,500 participants with our programs. We've worked with over 30 organizations in the US, Canada, and Europe. Our clients include Harvard, Stanford, and NASA, among many others. Our programming is so impactful, we believe it belongs outside of STEM too. Universities in the US spend $3 billion annually on DEI initiatives, but American companies invest $8 billion on DEI every year, and we are prepared to capture this market. Our next goal is to expand to the industry sector to double our impact by 2026. As a team of queer, neurodivergent women of color with 25 years of joint expertise in STEM and social justice, we are positioned to provide services our clients simply cannot get anywhere else. This is the future I want, not just in STEM, but in every US industry. If you're excited about our vision, you can bring our passion into your organization by inviting us to speak, partnering with us, and sharing our work. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Next, meet Tara Levy, founder of Liberated Writers. Based in Chicago, Illinois, Liberated Writers tackles the academic and behavioral setbacks caused by remote learning in inner-city Chicago schools. Through creativity, mindfulness, and diverse literacy works, the program aims to bridge literacy gaps and empower students. Piloting workshops at schools like DRW College Prep and Wells Community Academy High School, it has already provided vital after-school literacy support to 45 students. To date, the venture has raised $22,000 in capital and has garnered support from organizations like Chicago Urban League and the Hyde Park Art Center. Tara, you have the floor.
A tribe in Africa called Maasai acknowledged that the state of society is greater than you and I, professing they were intrinsically connected to the welfare of our youth. And rather than greet each other with the, "Hey, how are you?" they'd ask, "How are the children?" Imagine if this was our way of greeting. How would this impact our meetings? And if asked, "How are the children?" could we say that they are well? How are the children in Chicago? According to an online Chicago Sun-Times article titled, "Many Chicago Public School Students Struggle with Illiteracy, the Consequences Are Devastating," only 12.2% of low-income third graders are reading at grade level. And 85% of young people involved with the court system are functionally illiterate. In many Chicagoland schools, students are no longer taught instructional reading skills after third grade. So if these skills are underdeveloped by then, it's likely that their reading gaps will progressively increase each school year. These findings and my teaching experiences have fueled the why behind Liberated Writers. My name is Tara Levy. I hold a master's in teaching and have over 9 years of teaching experience, and I'm a 2-time published children's book author and illustrator and the creator of the Liberated Arts Movement, an organization that employs art and wellness as the catalyst for youth development and community engagement. Our latest venture is Liberated Writers, a mindfulness-based creative writing workshop series intended to promote social and emotional learning and literacy skills for high school students. We incorporate mindfulness into our teaching practice to boost stress management, emotion regulation, and focus. We'll be implementing from Dr. Hammond's culturally responsive teaching model, with the belief that culturally responsive teaching is the antidote to inequity. We'll read from writers of color whose work reflects our students' cultural identity and practice this model of bringing native language into our space, gaining a deeper understanding of our students' history and culture, while also incorporating their family and community into the learning process. Since building our program in the fall of 2023, we have led workshops at 2 high schools and 3 community centers in Chicago and have partnered with organizations like the Watson Institute. To date, we've raised over $33,000 through grants and various partnerships. Our goal is to raise $150,000 to fully fund our program during this upcoming school year that will serve 90 to 100 students. At our larger events like our annual Juneteenth celebration, we plan to host over 150 attendees and use this platform to enlighten and garner support from our community. Liberated Writers is different from other reading services because we focus on creating a strong foundation in which our young people are provided tools to be well read and well adjusted. We serve as reading interventionists to create this foundation. Ram and I are both master level reading specialists and former co-teachers. In the 2020-2021 school year, our classroom was rated by students as the most safe and supportive class in the school. And with our combined 15 years of teaching experience, we have the skills needed to help our students soar. So join our movement today. And when asked, how are Chicago's children? We can say that they are well.
Thank you, Tara. For our final pitch focused on quality education, I am delighted to introduce you to Abidemi Awajuib, founder of the Scholist app. The Scholist app aims to simplify the scholarship application process and enhance accessibility for students of all financial backgrounds across the United States. Offering personalized scholarship recommendations, community support, and mentorship, alongside guidance on completing FAFSA and deadline reminders, the platform ensures comprehensive assistance at every stage of the scholarship application process. Scholist app is a winner of the 2023 Black Ambition Prize by Pharrell Williams. Please welcome Abidemi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abidemi. I'm the founder of Scholist app, a scholarship platform helping students discover, apply, and keep track of scholarships. Just a quick show of hands in the room, how many people here are still paying off their student loans? Well, this is a reality for majority of Americans today. Did you know that 7 in 10 students graduate with over $84,000 in debt? And over $100 million in scholarships go unclaimed each academic year. We can all see that there's a problem here. Either students are not connected to the right resources or are not aware of the opportunities that are out there for them. And that is why I created Scholist app, to bridge the gap between opportunities and students. While in college, I too struggled with finding scholarships and often felt overwhelmed with the amount of loans I would have to take out to pursue my dreams. But as I stand before you today, I was able to graduate debt-free with over 60 scholarships totaling $200,000, and now I am on a mission to help other students do the same. During our customer discovery stage, my team and I interviewed over 200 students to understand some of the pain points that they might have with the current scholarship application process. A lot of students mentioned that there's no streamlined way to access personalized scholarships and often leave feeling overwhelmed. Other students mentioned that it's hard to keep track of scholarship applications, deadlines, with their busy schedules. And lastly, essays. Students find it difficult navigating scholarship essays and would like some sort of support. From my experience, as well as the experience of countless other students, there's not one platform on the market that is effective enough for students to access personalized scholarships, get the help that they need for their essays, and keep track of scholarship applications all on one platform. With this in mind, we've developed a cutting-edge platform that is truly redefining the way students access scholarship opportunities. We're providing personalized scholarship matches based on eligibility and criteria, and access to community filled with peers, expert one-on-one coaching, and now students never have to miss a scholarship deadline again with our tracker. Scholes app is truly your one-stop shop for all things scholarships, and now students no longer need to hop from one platform to the next to get help with their scholarship needs. Scholes app has quickly become a trusted resource for students looking for scholarship opportunities. We've amassed over 5,000 users and have helped over 200 students receive $50,000 plus in scholarships through our coaching. How do we plan on making money? We plan to remove all affordability barriers from students by having high schools and colleges pay an annual fee for their students to access our platform. We also plan to help companies and organizations promote their scholarships, as well as help them create scholarships for students for a fee. And lastly, we have a marketplace where scholarship coaches and resume writers can provide their services to students, and we charge a 20% brokerage fee. We've built a world-class team of engineers, designers, as well as advisors that are working tirelessly to ensure that Scholes app is a success. Our ask: we would love to be connected to high school counselors, student success departments, as well as organizations that share our vision. If you share our vision in making higher education more accessible and would like to invest or partner, you can reach out to me at abademi@schoolstaff.com. And if you're a student looking for scholarship opportunities, you can check out our website at www.schoolstaff.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Abidemi. Before we move on to our final two pitches of the program, I would like to invite Jeremy Jiang, 2024 Board Philanthropy Fellow and founder of Chit Chat, to the stage to say a few words about his experience in the Ford Philanthropy Fellowship. Jeremy, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeremy. I'm from China. Our venture is called Chit Chat. We focus on connecting Chinese cities and villages by pursuing sustainable travel and culture. Before March, I couldn't imagine what this journey with the Ford Philanthropy Fellowship would be. Now I've been truly inspired by seeing the different possibility for social innovation from fellows around the world. The strength and motivation I've drawn from everyone's communities, along with the encouragement from the fellows and the support from our program manager Teals and our program coordinator Uche, have made me feel like we are a big family. During our first pitch practice, I unexpectedly became the first one to go. It was a safe and supportive environment here that allowed me to present confidently, even without much practice or rehearsal. The positive feedback I've received was amazing. This experience summed up our whole journey together. We don't need to control everything that happens. We just need to trust ourselves and believe in the powers of others. A beautiful seed has been planted, and it has the potential to grow and flourish around the world. Thanks to Ford Philanthropy, thanks to Watson, thank you all for this incredible journey.
Thank you, Jeremy. Our final two pitches of the program focus on United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 3, good health and well-being. This SDG advocates for healthy lifestyles, preventative measures, and modern, efficient healthcare for everyone. Up next, meet Jeffrey Johnson, founder of Crowns Basketball Academy. Crowns Basketball Academy is dedicated to reshaping youth sports culture by prioritizing positive development strategies over detrimental practices. The academy focuses on building confidence and technique while minimizing stress on athletes' bodies, aiming to eradicate improper teachings and foster mental, spiritual, and emotional growth. Currently serving families in West Tennessee, the Academy plans to expand its impact through various initiatives, including training future sports instructors, fostering mentorship among young athletes, and collaborating with the community to address youth crime. Jeffrey, it's your moment.
Imagine the climactic moment from your favorite sports movie. Whether it's the game-winning shot in Hoosiers, Rocky's resilience against Apollo Creed, or the dramatic climax of Coach Carter. These stories aren't just inspiring. They showcase the profound impact a dedicated coach can have. I'm Jeffrey D. Johnson from Memphis Basketball Trainers, and we're here to ensure that every child gets to experience this transformational type of coaching through the Crowns Basketball Academy app. Only 10% of coaches that work with youth have the proper coaching, training, and youth development education. Anyone can coach a team without the proper credentials, and because of this, many young athletes drop out of sports due to negative experiences, primarily due to poor coaching. 70% of young athletes quit sports by their teenage years, and we must address this issue. The youth sports market is valued at over $15 billion, while the U.S. sports coaching market is valued at approximately $7.9 billion as of 2024. The age of digital instruction is set to grow an additional 30% over the next 5 years, but this is only supplemental to the value of a competent adult role model. I have a client that travels from West Point, Mississippi to Memphis, Tennessee to train with me. And although I'm flattered, families should not have to travel 2.5 hours just to experience this transformational type of coaching. Young athletes with certified, high-quality coaches, and when there are none nearby, you can experience the next best thing virtually. It includes features like progress tracking, resources for continuous learning, interactive workouts, and a community forum. Our revenue model is simple. We'll generate revenue through a subscription model for coaches, in-app purchases for specialized content, and targeted advertising from sports-related businesses. This model allows us to provide fundamental services in a freemium package while offering premium features for a fee. The same goes for any coach look program to the next level. Unlike other sports training, Basketball Academy app focuses not just on physical training, but also on the mental and emotional development of young athletes. Through teachable moments and life-applicable lessons taught during the session, we cater to the holistic development of each athlete. Our comprehensive approach and the robust vetting process for coaches sets us apart in a market flooded with less comprehensive solutions. As a NASM certified personal trainer with years of firsthand experience playing, coaching, and youth ministry, I bring a unique perspective to this venture. Our team includes tech designers, experienced sports professionals, and educational consultants, all united by a passion for youth development. And our strategy to reach the first 10,000 downloads includes leveraging social media marketing, partnerships with schools and sports clubs, and engaging with sports influencers to enhance our visibility and credibility. Since our inception in 2015, we've conducted nearly 5,000 in-house personal training sessions. And with our brand new 1,900 square foot training facility, this is only the beginning to branch out to serve families both far and wide with our app. Will you join us in changing the narrative on youth sports training? Now, take out your phone, download the Crowns Basketball Academy app today, and help make training accessible to every child, regardless of race, socioeconomic status, creed, ability, and disability. The infamous Rocky Balboa once said, "It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward." That's how winning is done. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Now on to our final presenter of the program. I would like to introduce you to Francisco Valencia, founder of Protesia. Based in Mexico, Protesia is dedicated to revolutionizing the orthotics and prosthetics O&P sector by optimizing clinic operations, improving manufacturing processes, and delivering standardized, affordable, and high-quality prosthetic care. To date, the venture has established 24 clinic partnerships, reached over 14,000 patients, and has raised over $100,000 in capital to support its efforts to address challenges related to accessibility, affordability, and patient experience in the O&P sector. Please welcome Francisco.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am here to talk about how we at Protesia are making a big difference in prosthetics. Let's talk about how we are moving people forward. Meet Pepe, a dedicated farmer and carpenter from a small town in Mexico. 1 year ago, a tragic accident took his leg, leaving him unable to work and provide for his family. Despite his resilience and determination, the high cost of a prosthetic leg, priced at over $8,000, has made it an unattainable dream. Pepe's community relies on his job, and his children look up to him as their hero. Without a prosthetic, Pepe's potential is limited, and his family's future is uncertain. Our mission is to make affordable, high-quality prosthetics accessible to people like Pepe, giving them the chance to reclaim their lives and dignity. To address this, we've partnered and created a network of clinics that standardize the design, manufacturing, and customer service processes to ensure every prosthetic is not just a device, but a stepping stone to a better life. Our mission is to empower people and move them forward and upward by building the best prosthetic limbs. Our market analysis shows immense potential, with a total addressable market of $29 billion. With the aging population and advancements in technology, the demand for affordable, high-quality prosthetics is booming. By integrating AI into our tech stack, we're not only improving service quality, but are also reducing manual work and design errors by 70%, ensuring a perfect fit for our patients every time. We've established a simple and transparent financing system to make our prosthetics accessible to everyone. This includes offering low interest rates for patients and streamlined cash flow solutions for our clinics. Protesia is expanding its reach, opening clinics in major cities across Mexico and exploring new locations. This growth ensures that high-quality prosthetics are available to everyone, making it easier for individuals like Pepe to access the help they need locally. And speaking of Pepe, look at him now. With our help, he's back to work, and more importantly, he's able to play with his kids, pain-free and with a smile. Relationships with our patients and their insurers, enhancing trust and simplifying the procurement process. Since our inception, we've secured $100,000 in funding and generated $460,000 in revenue between 2020 and 2023, a testament to our market acceptance. My name is Francisco Valencia. As the founder and CEO of Protesia, my journey has been fueled by a commitment to revolutionize healthcare accessibility. Our team's vision is supported by a robust advisory board comprising distinguished leaders in technology and healthcare, further enhancing our strategic direction. At Protesia, we're not just playing a short-term game. We're committed to long-term goals and fostering enduring relationships that reflect our dedication to sustainability and deep-seated change in the prosthetic industry. And last but not least, we wouldn't be here without our amazing partners and the trust of our esteemed clients. Here are the awards and collaborations that define our journey. We are looking for funding and partnerships to reach more patients, enhance our workflows, and grow sales.
It's not just a 16-week program. It's a lifelong commitment to the principles of philanthropy and social impact that brought you here. Remember the words of Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. You have come together and made incredible progress, and I have no doubt that you'll continue to achieve great success. The path of entrepreneurship and philanthropy is never straightforward. Steve Jobs once said, "The journey is the reward." Embrace every challenge and triumph as part of your unique journey. Every step you take is a step towards creating a better future. It is through these experiences that you will find true essence of your mission and the impact you are destined to make. Reflecting on the past 16 weeks, I am astounded by the innovation, creativity, and passion each of you has brought through this fellowship. Your projects have not only demonstrated your commitment to philanthropy, but have also showcased your ability to drive change in your communities and beyond. As Nelson Mandela wisely said, it always seems impossible until it's done. You have proven that with determination and hard work, the seemingly impossible becomes achievable. I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has attended today. Your support means the world to us and to the fellows. A special thanks to our programs team for their unwavering dedication and hard work in making this fellowship a transformative experience. Additionally, I want to acknowledge the search team for identifying such outstanding candidates, our development team for their relentless efforts on securing resources necessary for our success, and our operations team for ensuring everything ran smoothly behind the scenes. Before we conclude, we are committed to building a strong and supportive community. I invite everyone to share their name, what they do, and any ask they have for the community or any resource they want to share, and their LinkedIn or email in the chat. We believe by connecting and supporting one another, we can amplify our impact and achieve even greater things together. We'll be sending a follow-up email to ensure we all can stay connected and support one another. Thank you once again for being here, for your commitment to social impact, and for being part of our family. Congratulations to the Ford Philanthropy Fellows, and here's to the incredible journey ahead. Remember, this is just the beginning, and we look forward to witnessing the remarkable impact you'll continue to make.
Thank you, Dwayne, for those inspiring words and for encouraging us to build a strong, supportive network. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Ford Philanthropy for their generous support, which has made this fellowship and summit possible. Congratulations to all of the Ford Philanthropy Fellows for your hard work, dedication, and innovative pitches. Your efforts are truly making a difference in addressing some of the most pressing challenges in our world. But before we sign off, I encourage everyone to stay on and connect with the amazing Ford Philanthropy Fellows and the community members in this room. This space will be open until 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time, so please take this opportunity to build new connections, share ideas, and collaborate. Thank you all for joining us today. Together, we are driving change and creating a better future. Goodbye for now, and have a wonderful day.